Good morning, grade 4 students. Welcome to science class again. I hope you studied very well and did your homework yesterday or the last lesson. I have a question. How do you prepare your food? The same in our study. Let us ask the question, how do plants prepare food? Okay? Today, we'll be studying pages 74 to 81. Okay? And so let us make this as fast as possible because I am so thankful to Warrington for really reminding me to be on time. So let's do it this way, okay? Because time is always running out and we don't have enough time. Alright? See you there. I want you to turn your book to pages 74, alright? We're supposed to make an experiment on page 74 about food storage in plants. Now, the objective of this experiment is for the food to make, or store. For the plants to store food. And answering this question, what are the types of food that a plant stores? The hypothesis should be usually it's negative or null. There are no types of food that a plant stores. But then, we do not have the materials for this one. We are not in a laboratory. It takes groups. And so, it's almost impossible to do this one. Alright? Now, what we can do is to study the same learning. Besides, this is a very dangerous one. What we can do is to exactly go to what we can do here and learn. Supposedly, we are to write something here, but don't worry if we cannot do this one. Okay, do not worry about that. Important thing is we understand. We learned, if we did the experiment, that the role of leaves is to make food, right? We understand that. Also, the food made is sugar. So out of the experiment, actually, we will know through iodine, that the food made is sugar. The sugar is then sent to different parts of the plant. The food made out of this, we will explain this one later on. So, the unused food will be kept in the form of starch. The experiment shows that there is an unused food. Okay? And then what we can do, this is the reason why the color of the iodine solution turns into brown to dark blue when adding it onto the leaves. In other words, if you add to the leaves of this one, it will turn into dark blue. While those without leaves, without green color, it may not turn into blue, right? Leaves without chlorophyll may not turn into dark blue. But leaves with chlorophyll, it will turn into dark blue. And it is here from brown to dark blue when adding it into the leaves. So, in the making of food through photosynthesis, photo means photosynthesis means working together with the sunlight, okay? Plants also need water, carbon dioxide, sunlight, and chlorophyll in the process. How it's done, we will study it here. The role of the leaves is to make food through photosynthesis. And what is photosynthesis? It's the process of making food by plants. To make food, chlorophyll, or what is chlorophyll? The green substance found in the leaf is needed. And how it's needed? Here, the diagram below will show how photosynthesis works. First, look at the picture. Okay? So, chlorophyll is a green substance mostly found in the leaves of the plants. Okay? The substance helps take in the sunlight. So, look at that sunlight. Takes into the leaves. Okay? Through the stomata. The sunlight is then used as energy to turn water and carbon dioxide into sugar and oxygen. It means it needs carbon dioxide, and oxygen and water to turn it into sugar. So, the plant takes in carbon dioxide. Okay, oxygen O2, carbon dioxide takes in by the plants. And then, from the air, okay, from the, you have carbon dioxide from your body, through your anus, even from your nose, even from the vehicles, the smoke of the vehicles, there's a lot of carbon dioxide around. So what happens? The plant takes in carbon dioxide from the air or anywhere through its stem and its stoma in the leaves. There are little holes here called stoma. We know that one. So the stoma opens. This gas is used for photosynthesis. It means the process of converting that energy from the sun into food. They work together as a photosynthesis. Okay, so the roots suck in water in here. Suck in water. And what happens? And send water to each leaf through vascular bundles. Water is also one of the substances that each plant needs for photosynthesis. As you can see in here, water goes up here, combining with carbon dioxide and oxygen later on with the sunlight through the green pigment. It becomes a glucose. All right. So in other words, glucose or sugar, glucose means sugar, one kind of sugar. There are many kinds of sugar: glucose, fructose, lactose, maltose, and many kinds. So glucose is made and used for making energy. Leftover glucose will be stored in the form of starch. The same thing with our body, We need food, glucose, and convert into glycogen in our body. The leftover food in our body is stored in our fat cells. The same food. So you see that one? Animals and plants do the same thing, right? In preparing food. Okay? And so in here, we summarize it this way. It's like this. Carbon dioxide, okay? Right? From your air of your body, from animals, from anywhere. Plus water and plus sunlight, and through the green color of the plants, in taking its sunlight filtered by the green color, it becomes a sugar or glucose, a form of sugar. Plus oxygen, that glucose plus oxygen becomes, all right, here through the stomata and becomes an energy there. Okay? For your plants. That is how your plants prepare food. Okay? So let's go to page 78. Now looking around, we can see that most plants have green leaves. The leaves of some plants may be red, yellow, or purple. Alright? Although the colors of leaves can be different, all of them hold a green substance called chlorophyll. So however, much of it is found in green leaves. Chlorophyll is what plants need for photosynthesis. In other words, even if the plants are not green in color, sometimes some are red, some are purple or whatever, it still has some green color inside called chlorophyll. It's just covered by other colors. As you can see in here, the chlorophyll, it takes in sunlight, right, energy from the sun. Okay, so it's the green color which is responsible for taking in the energy from the sun and mix it with carbon dioxide and oxygen here through the stoma, right? Yeah, stoma, Okay, so it lets out water and exchanges gases, so it becomes food, as you can see in here. Later on, we'll go back to that one later on. Now, first, here, let's learn something. Science fact. The different shapes of leaves. There are some examples here. We have spear shaped, we have heart shape, we have round shape, and we have this hand shape or like star shape. Okay, let's study about the leaf. A perfect leaf should have three important outer parts. They are blade, okay, leaf stalk or petiole, and stipules. Look at that one. The leaves, the midrib, and the margin. And in here, look, a leaf blade It's a blade. Is the part of a leaf linked to a leaf stalk? Leaf stalk. All right? So leaf stalk. We'll talk about it later. So leaf blades are flat. Yeah, it's flat. And have different shapes. In the middle of the leaf, there is the midrib, where the leaf veins branch out. Okay, vein 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, many. The veins help in sending nutrients. Okay, so the nutrients pass from there, from the roots to the bundles to the leaf to the veins. Okay, how about here? The leaf stalk or petiole. All right, so we have again another one. Leaf stalk and petiole is a part of leaf linking a leaf blade with a stem. The leaf stalks of a dicot, dicot means two, right? Dicotyledon, like two seeds, right? Plant are mostly round, but the leaf stalks of some monocot or single plants spread out and cover their stem. This type of leaf stalk is called a leaf sheath. Leaf sheath. Stipiole, and what is this one? Petiole and stipiole is a small leaf growing from the base of a leaf stalk or from the base of a petiole. Some plants have a pair of stems for each leaf stalk, but most of them do not have any. Now, sometimes stipioles fall after the main leaf unfolds. Since they are green, they can go through photosynthesis too. All right? So that's it. Okay? We're about to finish this one, 2 pages. Now, there are 2 main types of leaves grouped by blades. Number 1 is simple leaf, and number 2 is compound leaf. What is a simple leaf? It's a type of leaf with one single blade on each leaf stalk. Example, the leaves of mango trees, rose apple trees, ixora plants, and bananas. All right? Hibiscus, rose apple leaves, and banana leaves. How about the compound leaf? It's a type of leaf with more than one single blade on each leaf stalk. Look at that. Example, leaves of tamarind trees, house tamarind trees. Okay, another one is neem leaves. All right. And there, what do you have? Star grocery trees and rose plants. All right. Compound leaf. Compound. Yeah, it's a compound. 1, 2, 3. Many. Single leaf. All right. It's single. Compound. You see the difference? That's very compound. Many, especially this. Okay. Look at a single. It's just one leaf at a time, connected to, look at that, right? With one petiole. This one petiole has a lot of leaves. So we can also find leaves in other forms. The plants usually change the forms of leaves to adapt to their environment. Oh, also these leaves have other roles apart from making food through photosynthesis. For example, leaf spine, example, cactuses. Cactuses do not have leaves, right? But they have the green color. Now they use the green color of the stem to make food through photosynthesis. Bracts, paper flower plants, leaf sphincter, Venus trap. Look at that. Where is the green color? There's no leaves. So it uses other means of making food. So here, for example, any insect that would come to this trap would be trapped and be eaten. Venus fly trap. Now it shows that even plants are actually living organisms. They're living things. So I want you to answer this, page 81 here, exercise 2. Read and answer the questions. It's more of a reading comprehension, okay? Now, what do you think will happen to the plants after one day has passed? And what can we learn from this experiment? Read. Paul does an experiment on 2 plants, all right? Plant 1 with leaves, plant 2. The one we did last time is the same thing. He removes all of the leaves on one of the plants. Then he covers both plants with clear plastic bags and leave them in a garden for 1 day. Now, we just left yesterday or the other day. Yeah, yesterday. And we saw water in it, and there's no water in the other one. Okay, so look at the picture and answer the questions here. I mean, you can answer this one, right? So what do you think will happen to the plants after 1 day? Like what we did yesterday? Of course, there's water. And of course, there's no water. Okay? So we learned something that photosynthesis is, plants are making food through photosynthesis when there are leaves. And this one, no making food. No photosynthesis. You can write in here. Look at a picture and answer the questions. What parts of a plant are they? Oh, stomata. And where can they be found? All right, in the leaf. What is the role of this part? To absorb oxygen and also carbon dioxide used for photosynthesis. Fill in the blanks to complete. It also absorbs energy from the sun, all right, to make it food through photosynthesis. Fill in the blanks to complete the process of photosynthesis below. So this is the one. It's being answered here. Look at here. Review. You have the carbon dioxide plus what? You can review in here. Carbon dioxide plus water plus sunlight plus chlorophyll. It becomes plus glucose plus oxygen. Okay, you can write it here. And I want you to post that on your Facebook page.